Good morning, children. Today we will study the next part of this chapter, and it is about the society. We will read about the social hierarchy, means how the society was organized in the early Roman Empire and late Roman Empire. So, first of all, there was a writer who was Tacitus, and he was also a historian. He described that Roman society was organized in hierarchical manner, and to him the early Roman Empire senators were at the top. You can see that this is the social pyramid, and senators used to be at the top. So they were, you can see that it is having a very narrow space, so they were having very less in number, they were in minority, but they used to be at the top of the society, and they used to be the most powerful people of the Roman Empire. Second is equestrian class. You can see that they lie in the middle of this social pyramid. So they were the middle class people who used to be in the Roman Empire. And Tacitus has described them as the respectable section of the people who were attached to the great houses, and they were next in the order after the senatorial class. Then there used to be the lower class who used not to be that much powerful, and they were in majority, and you can see that they lie in the bottom, and these were called the lower classes and the slaves. So this was the social structure in the Roman Empire, and the society was organized accordingly. Later on, at the time of Constantine I, who was the Roman emperor, who shifted his capital from the Rome to the new city, that is Constantinople. Earlier that was known as the Byzantine, and it was in the 4th century. The senators and equites, that is the middle class, had merged into an expanded aristocracy, and at least half of the families were from Eastern or African origin. Means earlier the senatorial class used to be from the Italy only, but later on the people of other provinces like the Africa, as well as some other eastern states which lies in the eastern side of the Mediterranean Sea, they also formed the part of aristocracy, and it was expanded, and the middle class people who used to be lower than the aristocrat people at that time, they emerged as a part of aristocracy because they became rich and powerful. Now let us discuss these social classes one by one. First of all, senators, who used to be like the parliamentarian. They used to make laws for the entire Roman Empire. So Tacitus has described them as the most powerful class of the society. They were the landowners, and the rest of the people used to work in their field. And they were 1000 senators in numbers during the beginning of the 3rd century. But after the period of Constantine, their number increased considerably because people from other provinces also formed a part of aristocracy, and most of them earlier used to come from Italy, but later on from other provinces they also started coming, and it became enlarged in the later periods. Like the senators, there were some other people who used to be also a little bit powerful, and they were the knights. And knights were the military class people which were patronized by the senators, and mainly they people were uh, busy in the other kind of activities also, like the business, shipping, trade, and banking. And late Roman aristocracy was very wealthy and was less powerful than the pure military elites who came entirely from the non-aristocratic background. Means the people of the military class, they were known as the knights. They were not from the aristocratic background, rather they came from other backgrounds. But after the emergence of army as a powerful organization, they also became much stronger in the Roman society. And next in the social hierarchy was the middle class that we are going to discuss in the next slide. Here it is middle class. You can see persons in imperial service and military. They were mainly engaged in the imperial service, the government service, or they were also doing the military service to the state. And they were the prosperous merchants also. They were busy in the trade. They were doing the trade also. And some rich peasants who were having their own land, they also come under the middle class category. and they were part of great senatorial house, means they were attached to the senatorial house and their services. And according to a historian, and his name was Olympidorus, a early 5th century historian, he described that they used to have a lot of income, especially the Roman aristocrat was having a lot of income, and their annual income used to be 4,000 pounds of gold from their estate. It means they used to be very affluent people. Senators used to be very affluent people. Middle class were also earning a lot of benefit because of the overseas trade and rising agricultural production. So middle class mainly were dependent on the government services, and the state, means they were mainly dependent upon the government of Roman Empire, and they used to sustain their families doing services to the state. And the last one was the humiliores, and that was the lower class of Roman Empire, and they used to be formed by the rural labor force who used to provide the wage labor to the state, as well as casual laborers. They were the part of the rural labor force. Many were permanently employed in the states, and some people were temporarily employed in the state, and they also used to work in industry as well as in mines. So they were earning a very less wages, and they always remained poor, and they were very much depressed class of the society, and they were not that much rich. And mainly there used to be migrant workers, and they were also brought from the states, other states like the African provinces and eastern states, and they used to come in the Roman Empire for seeking the work. Labor for grain, they used to work for the cash and kind as well. They used to get the grain in their lieu of their labor, and they were also busy in olive harvest and building industry. So all the menial jobs were done by these lower class people, and they were known by the name of humiliores, and they were including casual laborers as well as the self-employed artisans. But self-employed artisans used to have a little bit more respect as compared to the casual laborers. And the lowest part of the Roman society was the slaves. You can see slave is the lowest class of Roman Empire, and they used to work in the field of the senatorial class as well as the middle class. And Olympidorus, who was a 5th century historian, he also described that aristocrats used to get a lot of income, and they were having a number of slaves, and mainly aristocratic people used to get the income in the gold that I told you, because they were very prosperous, and the trade was also very good in the Roman Empire. As a result, they used to generate a lot of income, because mainly the agricultural products of the Roman Empire, especially olive and wine, used to be traded to other countries. As a result, the demand of these agricultural products was high, and since Roman aristocrats used to be the property owner, they used to be the having their own farm estates, so they were very rich, and their income used to come in the gold. Apart from that, the people who were engaged in the imperial services like the military elites, they were also getting their income in the gold. So they were very affluent people. Now we discussed that Roman people used to get their income in the gold as well as in silver also. So now we will discuss about their monetary system, how they used to get the money. Monetary system was existed in the Roman Empire because long distance trade, and trade can only flourish with a good monetary system, and that was available there in the Roman Empire. But slowly and gradually it started declining, and there were some reasons of its decline, because silver, which was a part of currency, earlier the currency was minted only in the form of silver coins, and they used to mainly come from Spanish mines, because it was a silver mine only available in the European continent. But due to the overuse of these silvers, the mines started getting exhausted. So there was a lack of silver all over the Roman Empire. As a result, they tried to find out an alternate to the silver, and they started minting their gold coins. And it was started in the age of Emperor Constantine. So that was a new monetary system on gold that was founded by the Constantine, and vast amount of the gold coins were in circulations in the late antiquity. Late antiquity means the later period of Roman Empire after the 3rd century, and the circulation of these coins signifies that the trade used to be very good of the Roman Empire.